already summer in Japan right now. And it's hot as Welcome back. This is episode 2 of turning my Nissan Silvia S15 into my dream build. In episode 1, I focused on something that every project car needs before the fun stuff. Basic maintenance. But today, we're doing one of the very first modifications to our car that any car enthusiast makes. The exhaust. Now, anyone who has ever heard the sound of the Nissan Silvia S15 stock muffler can tell you just how quiet these things are. I don't consider myself as the type of guy who likes obnoxiously loud cars. I still like to go to work in the morning without waking up my whole neighborhood and getting them to hate me. However, I do still want to hear that cool, deep, guttural sound, that growl that SR20s are known for. So I went around looking for something that fit both of those needs. Something that was both loud enough to enjoy and quiet enough to live with. And I found that balance in the HKS's silent high power muffler. Unfortunately though, my camera had other plans. All the footage of the installation got corrupted. So instead, I'm going to make this video to show you exactly why I think this was an absolute bargain. This is the HKS Silent High Power Full Catback System, and I found it on Yahoo Auctions for just 18,000 yen. Considering that these go for 75,000 new, I knew there had to be a catch, and there were a few. The biggest one is the resonator. There's a massive dent in it, but luckily there aren't any cracks or leaks. It's not pretty, but it still gets the job done. Maybe in the future, I'll consider maybe repairing it, or maybe I'll just forget it exists. The tailpipe also has a bit of scratching underneath it, but honestly, it didn't really bother me that much because it's probably just due to the previous owner dropping the Silvia a little bit too low to the ground. For the price, I was able to make my peace with those imperfections. But the biggest reason I bought this exhaust pipe was because of this little marking right here. No, this is not a model number, this is not a brand name. This is the Jasma certification. Jasma stands for Japanese Automotive Sports Muffler Association. And it's basically Japan's way of certifying that a muffler meets certain legal noise standards. So if I ever get pulled over or need to pass inspection, I have that peace of mind knowing that this muffler was designed to stay within those limits. Now, enough talking. Let's see how this muffler compares to the factory exhaust. The factory exhaust uses a relatively small 50mm piping with heavily baffled internals. It is incredibly quiet, measuring around 87 decibels under load. It's smooth, it's refined, and honestly, it sounds like a vacuum cleaner. Now, here's the upgrade. The HKS increases the piping diameter to 60mm. It uses a straight-through design and it's made from stainless steel. It should flow a little better, last for years, and honestly, it just looks fantastic hanging out the back of the car. Now here's the part that surprised me the most. Despite looking a lot more aggressive, the HKS only measures around 88 decibels, just 1 decibel louder than the factory exhaust. HKS achieves this by using the internal silent chamber design. So you still get that deeper SR20 tone when you're on the throttle without that constant highway drone you'd expect from a lot of aftermarket exhausts. 30,000 yen, I don't think I could have made a better first modification to this car. It's civil enough to live with on a day-to-day basis. It gets an SR20 to sound how it's supposed to sound, and it completely changes the look and feel of the rear of the car. It gives it that cool, sleek, sporty look that JDMs are known for. So with that said, thank you very much for everyone for tuning in, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you can get all my next videos. Because remember, there's still a very long way to go before this car becomes my dream car. Catch you in the next one. Peace.